Get away from there, Nitro!
Aron, where did you get these?
They're the Autobots, and they're my friends.
In the past few weeks, I started taking a liking to Magic Square's Legend Scale figures. They're simply amazing. So I looked back into their past releases and found another recent one, B23 Prowl. So today, let's talk about it. Prowl is a reuse of their old design from the end of 2019 when they released B24 Blue Streak. I wonder what took them so long. The package has their old style design. On the front, there's the kit Aron, a plastic window, and a drawing of Prowl. There are the robot and the car schematics on the sides and the back of the box. Out of the packaging, a plastic tray for just the figure, and a bag for the instruction sheet, a collector card which shows Prowl is a very tough Autobot, a black gun, unpainted, and 2 shoulder cannons with some silver paint. And the very first impression I have about this little guy is he looks so close to MP17, the masterpiece Prowl. Here's a side-by-side photo comparison of B23 and MP17. The proportions of their upper bodies are very close, except for MP17 has the wheels on the shoulders. B23 has a slightly wider midsection, lower hip joints, and also shorter lower legs, which results in him not looking as heroic as MP17, but a handsome Prowl nevertheless. Looking from the side, B23's back is more compact and complete. Although the windshield and roof are shifted higher, it doesn't hurt the front view. Going for some details, the head is a single piece with a painted red crest, metallic blue eyes, and a gray face. Metallic gray bumper, translucent blue headlights, and a tiny car logo. The vents on the hood are painted darker gray. The paint is chipped off as I pushed the shoulder cannon too deep when I was trying to adjust the angles. The paint on the doors is a bit fuzzy, some painted details on the waist just like the cartoon, blue paint on the lower legs, taillight details, silver rims, and that's it. The white plastic used on Prowl has a matte surface, and it is of a slight darker shade instead of a pure white. And also the materials of a nylon brings a softer and more cartoony look to it. So sculpt-wise, this Prowl is pretty good. It captures the likeness of the cartoon character very nicely. Bringing NewAge Prowl for a quick comparison. I like my NewAge Prowl very much, especially the squatted look of this tiny figure. It has a very strong G1 box art vibe. And NewAge kind of defined my perception for Legend scale figures. Simple and cute. And now Magic Square just brings a very different flavor. So whichever style you like, there's an option. Since the design and engineering of B23 are actually from 2019, there are things that don't age well. On Optimus and Hound, the hip joints are very well structured. They were borrowed from masterpiece figures but simplified, providing perfect sculpts and incredible range of motion. But on Prowl, they're just simple ball joints with the old-fashioned thigh cut. There are some clever designs on the lower legs that fill the hollowness on the back of the leg, which is on both the Masterpiece and NewAge Prowl. But it also hinders the knee bend to just 90 degrees when we're already spoiled with a full knee bend close to 180. So with today's standard, the articulation of the lower body on Prowl is only just basic, but luckily there's a way to cheat to gain more range of motion. Simply untap the shin guard, there will be a double jointed knee that goes 180, and then Prowl could do some nice kneeling poses. It's not perfect from all angles, but for a legend scale figure, it's good enough. And that makes B23 the one with the best articulation among the three. The panels on the feet are also a masterpiece design, but they're a little bit fiddly for posing. Prowl's head is on a ball joint and it goes up 90. There's no downward movement. Since the head is raised above the chest a little bit, from some angles it looks a bit strange. The shoulder cannon covers about 45 degrees. The wings don't really have a locking position. The door hinge is tight enough to hold the rotation, but the pin is not as tight for the vertical movement. The shoulder lifts 90 on the ball joint. The arm rotates about 3/4. Here's the bicep cut. Single jointed elbow that goes just over 90, but with the transformation joint, it goes all the way. The hand rotates. 360 rotation on the waist. The ab crunch is close to 90, and it also bends backward 90. The leg moves forward, backward, and outward 90. The side skirt moves, but does not offer more range for moving the legs. Here's the thigh cut, 90 on the knee bend. The foot moves forward a small range, not much backward before breaking the sculpt, and the ankle tilts about 90. The transformation of B23 is simple and intuitive. It's similar to most Prowl figures, but has some innovations and highlights in how the arms and legs transform. They're quite clever and enjoyable. The car mode is pretty good. The wheels are plastic instead of rubber like on Optimus and Hound. And there are some slight color inconsistencies on the white plastic when looking closely. And put it right next to NewAge Prowl, they're almost of the same size, but B23's proportion is a bit off. It looks less streamlined, its color is not as vibrant, and also it missed the side mirror details. So overall, B23 is holding up pretty well in 2022 with a 2019 design. It has a great sculpt, decent articulation, and simple and fun transformation. This pocketable micro masterpiece really makes me feel like that kid Aron in the cartoon. And that is just priceless. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.